Welcome to Open Relationship Podcast, guys. Hi, openers. We're on episode 4.
Yes.
How do you guys feel?
Feeling good.
We're here.
Really good.
We are here. Well, I'm your host, Rodney.
I'm Devin.
Tay.
And I'm Solomon.
And we are ready to start this shit. Welcome to Open Relationship Podcast, where we have an open and honest conversation about everything from A to Z as it pertains to the LGBTQ plus community and beyond. All right, Devin, how was your week?
I had an amazing week so far. I feel like every time we ask that, it's only Wednesday. So it's like, we're only a couple days in, but still good enough, I guess, to tell overall which direction the week is going. Okay. Honestly, I'm super excited. This is our last week of school. Tomorrow's my last day with my students. Friday is my last day at work, and I'm free for the summer. So, of course, I'm going to do some other things, bring in a couple, more bags. But as far as my full-time, I'm going to be finished. So I'm so excited.
They still pay you for the whole year?
Yes, we get paid during the summer. This is actually my first time being a teacher and getting paid during the summer. Normally, I don't.
They don't cut your pay at all or nothing?
No, so I get my full salary throughout the summer.
Oh, well, baby.
Yeah, so God is good. Down. He's definitely shining.
Maybe in between some legs.
Well, there's plenty of time for that, but, I want to,
So how was your week?
This has actually been a good week. I just got back from Louisiana from seeing my brothers graduate.
How was that? It was cute.
Really
they
good.
twins?
They are twins.
Oh, wow. Your mom popped out, too.
Yes, I saw them on Instagram. They are cute.
Yeah, so
they're in Atlanta, too, not
they're actually here, yeah. So my family is here with me. Yes.
Child, they ain't gay.
But they're not gay, so no.
Well,
they're only 19. They're all their brothers along. Oh, my God.
What was that?
But no, it feels really good to actually have my family here with me, my mom and my brothers. So, I'm really enjoying it.
That's good.
Mama's been cooking, so y'all know I'm all for it.
That's a good thing.
give you a break in the kitchen, child.
Okay.
You just can't walk around naked no more.
I know, me and Bae was talking about that, but it's an adjustment,
And I can't walk out hard no more. Gotta wait till it goes down.
None of that.
Ain't that thing ain't poking at me? Solomon, how was your week?
My week has been great. I started the weekend off with the Front Row Yogi first annual yoga festival.
Yeah. And you invited us there too.
I did, and y'all didn't show up.
But you did. I don't remember.
He invited all of us.
I wasn't here.
So
thank you. I wasn't here.
But it was.
Invited?
You got invited.
It's a group chat.
Yeah, we all got
y'all
invited.
talk so much. Y'all already know how that is.
Oh my God.
I don't have time. But anyway, it was an amazing event. It was from 9 o'clock in the morning until 5 p.m. And it was yoga flow after yoga flow. And I think maybe 100 people showed up.
Okay.
And it was
Some
brown and
fine.
black people. Oh, yes. It was brown and black people out.
With yoga shorts.
I always have my thighs out. But it was brown and black people flowing, and it was just an amazing experience. And it was peace, and it was love, and it was just everything.
Yeah, I can imagine the energy was really good because most people that do yoga, they're trying to get into a good rhythm and stuff like that. So I could imagine.
Absolutely.
You know what yoga remind me of? Non-binary, like everybody's sexual. I feel like a yoga class just bitch, fuck everybody.
No labels, no.
It's
right,
it's no labels.
I feel like yoga does get.
You get what I'm saying? Is this a yoga verse?
Right.
If that makes sense.
A yoga verse.
There you go.
I guess we'll unpack later.
Well, my week, it's going good. My coworkers are really good. We're getting along. I love my coworkers, by the way. This is my first time. Actually, I like everybody.
Yeah.
So
Isn't that an amazing feeling when you
is,
work somewhere you can genuinely
right?
Yeah.
For shout out to them. I went on a date.
Oh. Yeah, you didn't tell us
you
about
didn't tell
that.
us
You were
that.
waiting for the show to tell us. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So give us a tea. How was your date?
I like them.
So there will be another one?
There will be definitely another one.
Okay.
He watched the show. I said, I'll ever watch the show.
Oh, he's watching
again.
now, I'm sure. Okay.
I said, I'll ever watch it again.
Why?
Because this is me. This is like my alter ego.
Okay.
Well, he already watched the first, 1 or 2, so he already knows your cutoff game is strong.
Yes.
He knows.
So
he said, you don't play. I said, I don't.
Right. And won't.
And I will not. And I will not settle. But yeah, I'm glad about that a good week. So let's get started with the show. Y'all know you like X about our week. They say
Right. They hate when we talk about our week, but we have to,
Catch
kiki a little bit.
Somebody likes
check
it.
in.
Your man might like it.
Even though we talk all day in the group chat.
Your man might like it. Your new man.
Ooh,
Nah, but y'all week.
Oh.
what?
He been like my week.
He might like my week
He
too.
might like
Like, all right, get pop.
All right, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move right along. So this segment, you guys know that we always either highlight a business or we shout out a business, or we'll highlight or shout out to our sponsors. So today we are actually fortunate enough to be sponsored by Sutter Home. And this is actually different because it is the lemonade wine cocktail. So none of us have ever had the cocktail version, right? Normally we've only had the wine. I feel like no matter what variety of wine you like, what type or how expensive, non-expensive, whatever, Sutter Home is always going to be a staple that we're going to have tucked in the wine cabinet. Like that's always going to be, something that we'll have. So we've been sipping on it since the beginning of the show. And I like it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
How does it taste, Tay?
I mean, for me, like I said, I'm not really a big wine person, but I actually like it. Like, y'all know I love lemonade, so it's kind of just like, it's giving me that.
Right. Okay.
Fruity and it got a little
I can
taste.
get that. I can get
It's
that.
it's really like a refreshing cocktail. Like you
Yes.
could serve this at any type of event.
But I feel like it needs to be cold.
It has to be
Yeah,
cold.
it
yes.
wouldn't be because it's like it tastes really like lemonade. So
Yeah.
imagine warm lemonade. You
Yeah,
wouldn't.
you won't want that. So
Yeah.
drink it cold, guys.
Yes, drink it cold, but definitely check them out. Thank you again. Huge shout out to Sutter Home for sponsoring us. We love you guys, and we can't wait to taste more of this product. I think they have like 2 more flavors, like maybe a peach something.
Yes,
then,
peach and sweet tea.
Okay, peach and sweet
Okay,
tea.
well, make sure I send us those too. Thanks.
Exactly.
All right, so now we get down to Pillow Talk with Tay. So before we actually get into the Pillow Talk, I definitely want us to, be able to send our condolences to Uvalde, Texas, with the massive shooting that happened at the elementary school. That was just like a very terrible, situation to happen. And for all those children, like, I can't even imagine like what their parents are feeling right now. Like, school is about to be out. They were looking forward to the summer and like. Just like that, and we don't even know the reason why,
Right.
But to me, I don't really care for the why. I just want to know why was nobody there with a gun.
Yes.
Yeah. When I think about just with my school, and not only the current school I work for, but you literally, if you don't have a badge, you can't even get into the vestibule.
Right.
Once you get into the vestibule, if you don't have a badge, you can't even get into the main office.
And that's how it should
Once
be.
you get into the main office, if you don't have a badge, you cannot get out of the main office.
Right.
So it's like I'm wondering where is the security measures, and this is an elementary school, so you don't have any students there that can really protect themselves and
Exactly.
really be like high on alert and like you know what I mean. So I feel like as the babies of the babies, they should have been more protected. Not saying this is why this happened at all, but they should have been more protected in my opinion.
Why don't the teachers have guns?
Well,
Because you're gonna have those teachers that use them. when they
Right.
shouldn't.
I was about to say, well.
Well, I think this is what I feel. I would feel comfortable if they had like 10 teachers who are dead say they have guns.
Right.
So just in case,
Right, I think so. That would be a good idea to strategically say, okay, 2 teachers on this side have guns. We know 2 teachers on this side have guns, and
Yeah.
kind of just have a system just in case.
When I was in school, we had safety officers. And I know we definitely had 1, but I'm not sure if we had like 2 or 3. And I think that is a really good measure. But at the end of the day, we really need to start taking control over our gun laws. Because this is ridiculous. It seems like what are we now at? 3,865 mass shootings.
Yes, it's insane.
And I don't even remember the time frame. Like at this point, this is before this point, it's been ridiculous.
I was talking to this guy, and he brought a gun. He would show me his gun. I'm like, this is like automatic. What are you doing? Why do you need an automatic?
Right. Exactly.
Like, and he can really buy automatic with no questions asked, no reason why you want it. It holds like 50 rounds.
You can literally get guns from anywhere, like anywhere. And the fact that
ridiculous.
people are able to just make money off of them by selling them, they're stealing them and then selling them, they're buying them themselves and then selling them. Like it's really easy to get a gun, and it's just about asking yourself, why do you need one?
Now, I do believe you need one.
Right. But this guy, what he did with it, I'm pretty sure he didn't buy that gun for the same reason that you would have a gun or
Oh, yeah,
that
it's
I would
for
have a
protection.
gun. You know, for protection, right, in case we need it versus some dumb shit, you know?
Yeah, but I don't ride with it just because my temper is bad, and I just know somebody pop off at the mouth.
That's why. Why do you think I don't have a gun?
Because I just
That's why I don't have one.
But you know, I need to learn how to keep it with me because people are crazy, and I know I won't shoot to kill. I just shoot you to damage you for the rest of your life. Like I shoot in your knees,
Yeah.
and you gonna remember that you ever not to fuck with me ever again. You still here?
You just remember not to fuck with me.
You still here? So Tay, what else we talking about?
So I wanted to kind of get into something, and I wanted you guys to share with everyone about your craziest sexual experience. Starting with you, Rodney.
Ooh, let me go last.
Okay, well, Rodney's gonna go last. So, would y'all let me go first?
Yes, because you brought it
so
up.
we can kind of gauge
Yeah.
what type of crazy we should be. Because
So I thought long and hard about this. So I guess I would have to say for mine, it would probably been like my first time with a female.
Oh, please tell us about it.
So my first time with a female, you know, at this point in my life, I think I was like in that position where I was trying to figure out whether I like guys or not, you know, and still trying to be with a girl. So it was just like, for me, I think that was the confirmation that I knew that it wasn't for me. So, you know, we're getting in the groove and everything, and, you know, I'm doing my thing, and
By doing your thing, you mean
I'm
kissing,
proceeding-
touching, rubbing?
Yeah, I'm eating, you know, I'm eating
Oh,
her
you're
out of it.
eating? Oh, okay.
You're eating the box,
Yeah.
not with the tongue to the side.
So
Not rolling your eyes like you hated it.
okay, so I'm doing that or whatever, and you know, your first time experience, you don't know how about a woman's body reacts and stuff
Right,
like that.
right,
So she
right.
got, you know, like extremely wet and stuff, and it was just.
Right, yes.
Oh, you were doing your thing.
It was just a
Right,
lot, but it was
okay.
just too much. It was just too much for me. Like, I was honestly disgusted, and it's no disrespect to women or anything like that. I just realized it's not my thing, because it was too much. I couldn't even finish up.
You were doing it good. That tongue show.
But what is the difference? Because I feel like with performing oral sex on a guy or a woman, there's stuff coming out if you're doing it
Well,
right.
I'm saying everybody don't pre-cum though.
Right.
I have met some guys who do not pre-cum
So you
at
don't,
all.
but you don't let them come in. Well, your boyfriend, you don't swallow.
No, that's different. Pre-cum is like the
Hold on,
witness
hold on,
before.
pause. There's a question on the floor.
Well, damn it, why you gonna ask that on live?
Okay. I mean,
The question's already out there. Let's do
Oh my
it.
God.
would you ever? Do you know someone who?
He tried to do it like this.
Okay. So I have with my current boyfriend, but he was actually the first person I've done that with.
I don't think
Okay,
it's
so
wrong
that's
with
why.
it.
Yeah, I mean, but I guess if you're a texture person, then it could be a lot.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely,
Yeah, I guess if you're a texture person.
it's definitely an experience. On to the next.
I'm about to come in on the woman being wet. I kind of do wish that guys got wet like that a little bit.
Some.
That ain't no,
No.
not the fake wet.
That's lotion and all that they put up in there. child.
With who? With who?
Girl, okay, let's go on.
I'm not comparing my ass to a vagina. I'm not. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Some more of mine.
We're good over here.
Well, you know it's not really what the okay.
Solomon.
Solomon, what's your Solomon look like a big old freak.
Now, where would you get that from?
He looks so innocent. It's
you
always
and your
the innocent.
assumptions.
Always the innocent one.
Okay.
It's always the innocent
Well,
one.
I think my craziest sexual experience, I went to a party, a sex party.
Ain't no wrong with that.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with it. It was everything right
Call
with
me
it.
later, Twitter.
And I got my life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So with multiple. Yes,
I mean, it
that
was a
sounds
party.
good. Right. That sounds good.
Chugga,
So has everyone been to a sex
Well,
party?
I have.
Yeah. You have?
I'm
Well,
not ashamed. Shit.
I've never been to one.
I've never been
You
to a
never
sex
been
I've never had a
Sorry.
chance to be I've never had a chance to go to one.
That's unfortunate.
Go with your bae.
Yeah, go with your boyfriend. It would be a good.
You don't agree?
Yes, because it could be them too.
Child, then
But ain't nobody touching mine.
That's why I said them too.
I can only imagine him and his man there. They're gonna be fighting.
Well, maybe not, because you might have that. Like, do you like to watch? Are you a voyeur or are you exhibitionist? Like, do you like to perform in front of other people? So,
I ain't performing in front of nobody. I might watch, but I'm not finna perform in front of nobody.
Okay, so just go to a party and watch.
I don't recommend it, but hey.
I mean, I technically don't recommend it, but I kind of want to know when we come back for the next show.
I think if you've never been, then there's nothing wrong with y'all going together just to say that you've been.
I will ponder on that.
Yeah, which brings me to my sexual experience. I would say my ex and I went to like what are those places called? Not
bathhouse?
Bathhouse.
Like a bathhouse, yes.
Oh.
So he knew that I had never been, whatever. So he's like, all right, I'm going to take you one day. So one day it was like late at night and he was like, let's go for a ride. So I'm like, okay, cool, where are we going? He's like, we're just going to take a ride. So I'm like...
What ride?
A ride. So I'm like, in the car. So
Okay.
I'm like, okay, cool. Like, it's, nice out, let's go. He's like, wear something comfortable. I'm like, well, I'm going to throw something on, whatever. So I did. And we went to a bathhouse. And it was like, people are like sucking and fucking everywhere. You got to like put your clothes in the bag and take them upstairs when you get in. It's a private location, like all this stuff.
That sounds like a private event.
And it wasn't a private event, but it was, keep in mind, it was in Baltimore. No shade to Baltimore, but it was in Baltimore. And we did some things there. We didn't have sex because I would not have sex in front of people. But we did some stuff.
With other people?
In front of people. It was fun to me. Like,
In front
I
of
don't
people.
know.
Okay, we're not with people.
No, hell no.
Okay.
Hell no, no. Not knocking anybody that does, but that's just not my thing.
Okay.
But it was interesting to watch. Like, there was one guy, like, getting slutted out by, like, several guys. Like, it was just, like, everybody there, free to do whatever they were doing.
There go that cozy, y'all.
So it was a cool sexual experience.
I
What you
caught
say,
that
bitch?
Look, I said, look, my next is. Mine would have to be a threesome. I enjoy threesomes when I'm single.
Do tell.
Threesomes are very fun for everyone.
How so?
I like the fact, so when I'm in like a submissive / dominant mood,
Okay.
I like to be in the middle.
Okay.
I don't know, it's just something about me
Oh,
getting
so you
penetrated from the back
And sucking.
and then penetrate somebody from the front, and I'm just like a seesaw. I don't know if you have never experienced that, I would highly recommend it, but not for you because you're not single. But for the single people over here, that's ready to mingle.
Yeah, it does sound like something that would be a good time. It does sound like a good time.
If you are truly versed and you just like, because sometimes I do want to be like slutted out. Like,
Right.
I have two people that top me.
Not slut it out.
I do. Like,
that doesn't mean be a slut.
No,
that just
No, I know what it means. I'm just like,
You don't like being
Rodney.
slutted out?
You don't let your man slut you out?
Right? Are you crazy?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What's wrong?
Okay, but go ahead, Rodney.
No, but like, I have two guys who because this is how I feel, and this might be bad.
And they're probably watching.
If
these
you are a
two guys,
top,
so
I want you to be a top. I don't want you to be no kind of verse, no nothing. I've been out seeing the club twerking, no none of that.
Same.
And that's gonna piss me the fuck off.
Same.
And I will fight you on sight.
Yes, exactly.
Cause when I want you to get back there, I need a man.
Thank you. You would never top me if you be twerking anywhere. Like
I don't want no twerking top, no nothing. You better call your
Not a
friends.
twerking top.
You better call your friends, bitch. Nothing.
That is a
Thank
new
you.
I want a
hashtag.
whole dude.
Man, yes. Exactly.
And when it's a whole dude,
Slut
I
me.
become Cinderella.
Twirl.
Yes. No, but then when I'm in the verse mood, I don't have threesomes all the time, but when I do, I like to be in the middle.
Right.
So it's a good time.
Yeah, it sounds like a good time.
Well, alrighty then. Well, that's what we have today for Pillow Talk with Tay.
Well, thank you, Tay. You always
Acting all shocked
No,
when
you
he asked the
look-
question.
I know.
Okay,
You already
I
knew
should have
that was
prepared
gonna
myself
go
for these
like-
answers.
It was gonna
You
go way
look-
left.
You little freak.
So in today's menage a trois, I'm asking the question, who's your daddy?
What's the theme?
Who's your
Who's your
daddy?
daddy?
Oh, you didn't say theme, friend.
I'm not...
I think when he said the question, he meant the
like-
theme. Well, I don't know. I'll let you speak for yourself, but
Well, no,
that's
you
what I
got
got from it. I don't know.
This is just Rodney being controlling.
No.
He must be in that dominant mode right now.
I am.
That Nene Leak smoke.
I'm coming home to you. You know who you are.
But who's your daddy, or are you daddy?
Definitely not daddy. I'm definitely not daddy.
So we are elaborating on something.
So we are talking about age differences in SGL or same gender loving relationships. And this question actually came from one of our viewers, and she wanted to know, she observed that in her friendships with gay and lesbian relationships or friendships, that there's usually an individual who is much older. And like I said, this is just from her observation and maybe in her friend group. But I've also noticed that in some of my friend groups that, and I've even seen it on social media, that there's typically a much older or established partner. What are your thoughts?
This is just how I feel. You know, again.
God.
This is not,
Exactly.
this is not the opinions of the podcast. Again, come after me. I am Rodney Wash.
His opinion does not represent
Yes.
us as a collective.
I think it's nasty as hell. If you are 55 trying to date someone who's 20, 21, that's creepy. For one, I just feel like, what the fuck for? What can a 21-year-old baby offer a 55-year-old man? That
was the gulps.
that gives me Chester, child molester.
Wait a minute. First of all, wait.
Who's
Pause.
Chester?
Oh God.
No, that was only 10 years.
Don't do it.
That was only 10 years.
Don't
but
do it.
moving on. Now, if you
You're talking about Tay's situation.
Now, if you're like 15 years difference, I'm 25, I'm 30, you're 45, that's okay. But when you in your 50s date somebody like 21, 18, 19, that is a bit much. And to me, they give you sugar baby.
Yeah.
It just give me sugar baby.
What's all the sugar baby they paying?
I don't give a damn. I can't, you know, when I first moved to Atlanta, I don't know if y'all remember this club. It was this bar. It was right by Joe's. It was called, it was a bar right by Joe's. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking
You
about?
talking about like Joe's on Jennifer?
People go, it's been
You know, I just moved here.
Einstein's.
Oh,
So
no.
What happened to
Einstein's
Einstein's? Okay.
was a mature, not mature, but it was mature men in there.
Right.
But I enjoyed it because I felt like everybody there was cool. You didn't feel judged going in there. You know, you had to be all dressed up. But it was very creepy to me when I was 24, or I was 24 going there, and people like 60 and 58 hitting on me. I'm like, dude, you could be my dad. Like, I don't see what I could do for you.
I mean, but some people like what they like. So some people think about it. If you are like older, you're established, whatever. And that doesn't mean that a person that is your age isn't like beautiful and vibrant. But sometimes, you know, you get that youthfulness for somebody years younger, and it makes you feel, you know, not speaking from experience, but
Are
you
you
know.
sure?
Oh, I'm positive. I'm very positive. I've had my experience with older men, but I would prefer older men, but we're not talking like 20 years older. When I say older men, I'm thinking like 3 years older, 4 years older, maybe 5 or 6. But, you know, as long as you're not giving an old man, to me, age doesn't really.
Let me tell you something. If I'm right now at 30 and I was somebody who's 65, I'm using him for his money. And it's very transactional. It's no love involved.
What if he?
It's mean I'm taking care of bitch and we're going on trips. Where do you want to go?
What if he has a good piece, so he gives you that?
I don't really care
He
about
has
the
a good
peen
hole,
like
so
that.
he gives you that.
So I don't.
And he's
I don't care about the
attractive,
whole.
and he's spiritually
it gives
there,
me
and
it gives me worms.
Okay, so how do you feel about that that black couple, the gay black couple, when a guy, I think he's like 58, his husband is 20.
Worms. And it's transactional. It's you cannot tell me.
I feel like more times
I'm
than not,
sorry.
it's transactional.
It's
More
very
times than
transactional.
not.
I'll give you 99%. He's in there for the freaking money. Like, look at the girl from Housewives, Erica from Beverly Hills. That man was
I don't
damn
watch
near
the Beverly.
84. Erica was like, she's 50. Do you think they sex life was under 100? That man was rich. And she lived a rich, lavish, and I'm not mad at mama, but we know why you married that old ass man.
Right. More times than not, yeah. is for the money, I would say.
You think so?
I would say more times than not when we're talking 30 years plus. Now, if we're talking 5-10 years, I don't think it's more times than not where it's a money situation.
Yeah.
But if it's like you said, a 20 and a 50 or a 50 and an 87-year-old, that's like 30 years. I don't think it's impossible, but more times than not, I feel like it's a wealth versus.
Baby, when I hear you go, I'm like, down. Don't resuscitate him. He had a
I can't stand you.
Baby, I'm on the phone with 911.
Hey, hey, come in 10 minutes.
Girl, he is over here passing out. Baby, the ambulance is on the way. Just hold tight.
Make sure it's my ambulance wheel, baby.
Okay, on the
Let's go
policy.
be visiting real quick. Let's call the lawyer. Hold on, let me call the lawyer real quick. So what's going down?
Before we do anything.
But I'm so serious. This is the sad part.
So tell you, what are your thoughts?
So coming out and being gay, like, of course, my first relationship was with an older guy.
10 years is not older, baby.
Oh God. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay. Well, anyway. So after that, I don't know. I guess I was kind of just drawn to older guys. So most, like, other than the relationship and not all the other guys I dated were older than me. And I thought for me,
So what is your term of older? Let me just see what your head is at.
So let's see. I'm 30 now, something like that. I would say like 48, 46,
So that's
50,
like 14 years.
You know, like 14, 15 years. I ain't going no more than like maybe.
So you 30.
I'm 30 now.
So you said 40. That I can see that.
Yeah,
I don't think that's
but at
not.
that time, I was a lot younger. I'm saying now
48-year-olds?
Yeah.
How old, Tay?
I can't say it.
Wait, they were 48 back then? When
Yeah.
You were,
Was it transactional? Tell the truth.
It was definitely Oh my God.
Okay,
Rodney.
thank you. So he proving my point.
And sexual. Did you enjoy yourself?
I did. I mean, he knew what to do, but you know,
and the older ones normally do, like, because they have more experience.
They have more experience, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I thought like dating older guys, I wouldn't have to deal with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking like, oh, you're more mature, you're more settled. Child, they fuck boys too.
Yeah. And it's like, you too old. Like,
Right? You so like
Right.
I'm thinking you ready to
Don't
settle
you want to
down or
calm
whatever,
down?
and
Right.
you.
See, for me, historically, I dated, when I was younger, I dated older. And
What's older? What's your
older
age?
might have been maybe 10, 15, I think 10, 15 years.
That's not. That's not bad.
And
So do you date older now?
I would. However, I'm in a different place in my life. And so I also think some of it was daddy issues. Not that I needed.
Yes, for
honest.
transparency.
Yeah, not that it was like I was looking for a father figure, but the relationship that I had with my dad at the time was, my dad's a great provider, he's a great protector, but we didn't have that emotional relationship.
Okay.
And so I was probably looking for that emotional relationship in older men.
Older men.
And now that I am where I am and I've done the work that I've done, and I've just financially I've elevated.
Okay.
And so now I'm kind of daddy.
Yes.
And so more recently I've dated younger,
What's younger?
like 32.
That boy.
He thought she was gonna say something.
Yeah, like 18. I was inside of get the hell out.
I mean, I think that's different. Like,
But
That's
32 is not bad.
18.
30.
Like,
I didn't say it was bad.
Well, you call yourself a daddy. I don't think that's daddy.
Well, daddy doesn't
daddy's a
necessarily
vibe.
mean age. Daddy
Oh.
means, like, what are you bringing? How are you stepping? Like,
Oh, so you got the coin.
No,
Now-
I'm not saying that I'm financing anybody.
Well, what does daddy mean then? Does daddy mean you got the coin? What are you?
because daddy's going to provide. Okay.
Yeah,
That's what
daddy's
I'm
gonna provide.
Daddy's a provider. Hey, daddy, I want to go on this trip. Man, no, can you just pay my rent for the next 3 months?
So
Daddy
daddy
can't do both.
provides, but also daddy also wants you to keep up.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
And
I
I
want your
think
type of
that's a
daddy
really.
If I'm calling a man daddy, I'm gonna say daddy during sex. Like no shit. I just think that's kind of weird. But if I'm gonna call you
say daddy
daddy,
during sex.
Why do you think that's
don't,
weird?
because,
I say
like,
it.
I guess because I know my father, and when I
Oh.
say daddy, I will probably envision him, and that will kill the
Because
mood.
we, my dad passed away, but we would call my dad daddy as well.
No,
but I know,
you
but I
get
just
it?
don't. I still say daddy in bed because
I love it.
because my family just naturally doesn't cross my mind while I'm getting.
Okay, because I'm like,
But I say daddy. So when I say daddy, I'm referring to my father. Does that make
So
sense?
just the minute you say it,
Yeah. So I say your name.
child,
So at least you know who you are.
If you hitting it right, oh damn, daddy. Okay.
exact words.
If I'm
Right.
gonna call you daddy, you finance. See, my daddy provided. So if you're gonna be daddy, you're providing.
You gotta live up to the
standards. Thank you.
can't.
Thank you.
I love it. So what are your age factors when you're dating?
Right now, since I'm 31, Lord, I'll be 32 next year.
Okay, there's some people here that are older than you. So what are you saying?
I'm saying for me, this is my truth. So I would say I would date 41. That's the top.
Okay.
10 years. Now under you came in a little younger than 30. Probably not even that. Probably 31. Like to me when I see 28, 27, I'd be like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, child, you still fuck me.
I feel like you're still kind of questionable. At that
Yeah,
age. Not
like-
necessarily, fuck.
What if they were?
Hold on, what are you about to say, Tay?
Cause that's not always true.
Is your man younger?
He is.
Is he 27?
Oh.
He's 26.
Oh.
So you daddy.
I
can
can
tell.
be.
Not y'all got me pouring for y'all.
Yes.
I mean, I can be, but like this is my first relationship with a younger guy, and like to be honest, it kind of like
26 Tay?
no offense, babe. But
Right, let me know.
I really wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is and to go as, because I mean, he is younger than me. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Some ways I'm more mature than him, but he,
I feel like
He's
those are
a
the
man
best
at the end of the day,
relationships
like,
when you
yeah.
really don't plan on like, okay, this is gonna be my husband, this is gonna be my.
So you
and
thought
then
it was
just
a hit it and quit it?
happens.
I would have at 20. If I fuck somebody, if you
Hold on, because Tay's face is going places. So you,
you caught it.
So you thought it was a hit and quit it?
Okay, so I'm not gonna
Be real.
I'm not gonna say it was a hit. I'm not gonna say it was a hit or quit it because again, we were friends first.
Oh,
whatever.
you told us this story.
Yes,
You
we
told
were
us the
friends
story.
first.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what
not
I'm
gonna
saying?
retell it. Right.
So
I'm just-
like, for me, it wasn't like. It was something that wasn't even supposed to happen because I tried to prevent it from happening or whatever because of our friendship.
Oh, yeah. I do
now
remember
you-
the story.
Yeah.
Right.
If somebody got lonely one night, he got that.
And I unlocked that door.
You big head.
Was you what? Like, watch it. Catch you. Was you out in the? Was your penis out too? Y'all caught it.
I'm not with
Was it that? And you said, "I've been waiting on you for a long time."
Oh
What's
my
that
God.
mean? I with you at the door.
Like- oh my God.
Ooh, it's hot.
It's definitely. I think it's the wine.
It's hot.
It's the cocktail.
It's the wine.
It's our sponsor. So
I hope they catching on. It's hot.
I hope they're not catching on. It's fine.
It's hot. It's hot. Thank you. But let me ask you this. So, again, this is just my opinion. And this could be speak for not really knowing. To me, when I equate at this big age, I'm 31. Like I'm happy. I'm blessed. Like I had some broke days, child. But how I got over Aretha Franklin,
Amen.
baby. How I got over.
yes for the
Okay, go ahead and preach it.
At 26, I just feel like you don't got no money. 25, you ain't. And then I do see some very well-established 25, 21-year-olds who are doing a thing. I wish I would have had their wits at that age.
Right.
But it's very far few in between.
I would agree.
And so if I'm 31, I see you 25, 26, 27, I thought you was looking for a come-up.
I think it's different now.
Yeah, not necessarily looking for a come up.
At 27, I was... Baby, I don't want to say myself.
Were you looking for a come-up?
I would offend nobody.
Were you looking for a come up?
I was.
Really?
If you was 32, 33, you better have you could have made no less than 75,000. and I wasn't even half your salary.
But I feel like having an expectation.
That's for my life. Now I can't get mad. Now you accepted what I said. That's you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ask probably questions. So where do you live? There's 2.5 times the rent. You don't make enough money.
Damn.
When you said you stayed in so and so, how much? I'm like, so how much is your rent? Like, and I'm like, what do you do? Like, I used to research all that stuff and see what the pay raise was in Atlanta.
My God.
Oh yeah, I was out there to get that check.
Remember last time we met, he asked people how much they make.
Right.
No, I don't remember you saying that.
It was a factor
That
when
is
him
a-
dating.
that is a
He had to ask
requirement,
them
like-
that. Yeah.
You cannot make less than 50,000 now. And I think
And your reasoning for that. So say you meet somebody that is a trust fund baby, not pointing at myself, but they're a trust fund baby, even though I do have a trust fund baby, but they don't make that amount. Not me, but somebody. So does that count? Because they got money, they just don't make it at their job.
as long as you got it and I can see it.
So you would need to see the documentation.
I wouldn't need to see the documentation.
Are you serious?
To me, I don't think anyone can survive. Y'all, rent is so damn expensive right now. You can't even stay in Atlanta, even on the outskirts, for less than $1,800.
Yeah, I think it's a good judge.
You get what I'm
of,
saying? So
you
for
know.
me, if your household's not bringing over $100,000 with 2 people, I don't see how you making it. And that could be biased. I don't know, because I'm looking now and it's crazy. And I think I make good. Okay.
So will you not go on a date with anybody?
No, I'm not wasting your time.
Okay. So no friendships.
No,
No,
I have friends.
no new friends. No new friends.
I have good friends.
Y'all heard it here.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I mean, people. Okay. And it might come off rude. I don't care. It's just my truth.
Yeah, this is a safe
If
space.
2 people making $28,000 a year,
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? Like that was me back in 26. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
I'm making $28,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? Like that. What? That's nothing.
Yeah.
I was fake time making. I was overdrafting, trying to act like I was more than what I was. So I'm speaking. I can talk about myself.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So for me right now, I'm 31. So if we ain't together combined, not bring at least $100,000 together. What are we doing?
Yeah. I think that with that, I wait till like if I feel like okay, well, I just gauge the situation. So honestly, if this is somebody that's attractive, I'm attractive. We're gonna have a good time. We're going out for drinks. I don't really care how much you make because I'm putting you in that category that we're going out for drinks, we're having a good time. Now, if I really feel like I like you, I see a future, I may want you to be my husband. Now I'm not going to ask you, but I'm waiting for you to show me. Like, because I don't need you to tell me anything. I'll be able to know all I need to know by what you show me. And that's not taking me out to nice places, but
Cheers to that.
you just know when people have money and when they don't.
I don't need. So let's make this very clear. I don't need no Gucci, Louis. I ain't the type of person. My friends say I'm the most non-label person ever. Like I don't care about labels.
Right,
However,
right.
If I lose my job, you lose your job, can a household still be taken care of?
Well, I interpreted your show me as just like how the person moves.
Right,
And so
right.
if you're spending appropriately, if you're not running up credit cards, if you're actually having conversations about like credit scores and purchasing power and the future and like where are we gonna live, like having conversations
Right.
about school districts if you have kids, like that's
So that's showing
that's
me that
showing.
you have money and that you're established. I didn't mean like
Not
buy me
that
things.
not always be true.
People will show
They can be
you.
hopes and aspirations.
If you pay attention enough, people will show you. And your discernment kicks in, people will show you.
I want to
and
ask
you'll
you a
know.
question when we get there. I don't even want to get to I don't want to go for drinks. I'm just being honest. I need to know what
But that's because you don't want any friends at all. I'm open to new friends and meeting guys that I know that you're not my husband, but I'm still willing to like go out and have a good time.
And he wants to fuck.
Exactly. Thank you, Tay. Somebody said it. So you just want to FB.
Not necessary.
See, no, I'm too grown for that.
But
I need a man who gonna be my husband. So you not gonna be my husband. Like I got enough people, honestly, like no shade. I got people I can call if I want sex. Like that to me, I'm over that right now. Right now, my focal point is, are you good with your parents? If not your parents, I know things happen. Are you okay with around family? Are you a family-oriented person? You go to church. Do you believe in God?
Yeah, those are
What
all
is your
important
credit
things,
score?
I agree.
What is your actual like? What do you like? That's the question I ask.
Yeah, those are all
And that turns you away from me to, babe, you're not my type of man. Because if you offended by about your credit score and we talking about we both say we want marriage, then what is the issue?
So when do you think it's appropriate to ask them their credit score?
First day.
The first day?
Rodney, are you serious?
Hell, I don't have time to waste. I'm 31.
Strong Capricorn energy.
But what if somebody's
Babe.
like, I just met you today, so I don't even.
I'm not.
want
So let me
you.
say this. So if you talking about, hey, just say we met on
Tinder.
Hinge, whatever. Well, I should have said it. We're gonna free sponsorship. Let's say we met on that, and we was like, I'm like, what you looking for? Hey, I'm looking for. I'm really looking for something serious. I'm really dating to marry. So in my head, I'm like, oh, they give me free questions to ask, some tough, not typically tough questions, but questions that will matter. How's your spending? How are you about this? How are you about with kids? What's your religion? What's
And you
all
would throw
that
in
matters.
credit score in that.
Hell yeah.
On the first conversation?
I just feel like
When
if
we
I
first
just
meet
met
up,
you, I don't even know.
No,
if
when we
I'm
first meet
vibing
up,
with
you get what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
Oh, when
We
you meet in
first meet
person.
up in
Okay,
person. I'm not
okay.
asking you through that.
So if
through,
somebody, so let me ask you this, because I keep asking you questions. So if you went out, like everything was like good, cool, whatever, you on your first date with the person, and you ask them about the credit score, and they're like, like let's date maybe 2 or 3 more times before I like really let you into my personal, based off of my experiences, would you take that as
This
acceptable?
could be my question. If I go home right now, will we have sex? If the question yes, then it's my fucking business.
What if sex is not even on their mind?
If I'm just saying, if I was to go home with you right now, if I was to cuddle naked, would you try to fuck? If you was try to fuck me, I can ask you about your goddamn credit.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was just asking for clarity. That's all.
Argue with your mama.
Oh my God.
Well, at least she's
Bitch,
not
you not
asking.
talking about my mama.
No, not your mama. You silly.
At least you're not asking people what their favorite color is. Shit.
You go way beyond.
We should be
that.
way past
Out of that
that.
question.
I mean, but how do y'all feel though? So you telling me if y'all are dating to marry, and a person tells you they want marriage, like you know what I'm saying, like they're not playing, they want something serious, they want
Right.
to be married, they want all this stuff. So what are your first date questions? That's good. So what are your first date questions? Let's start with you.
Just like where you from, where do you
First date? No, let's go back. First in-person date question.
Okay. So by that time we got all the other stuff out the way.
Yeah.
So basically just like want to know like what's that future look like, like what are your plans? Like what is it that you want to, see for yourself? Like I want to know about your goals and stuff because I want to know like, okay, is this a person that I can build a future with? Like does he see himself building a future with somebody? So I kind of get why you say you ask those questions. Now I probably wouldn't ask that question. Just because that's just me. Like I just feel like I don't want to like scare them away. Like I'm trying to find out what their credit score is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to like scare nobody away at the same time. But I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? I do want to know, like, you know what I'm saying? If we plan on having a second date, then I need to know like what, where are you going to move forward as far as individual? As far as before we even get into us, I need to know like what are you doing individual? That's my thing because I want somebody who I am able to build with. Like I want to have my thing, they have their thing together. We build our own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I need you to have your own goal. I don't want you to just feed off what I'm doing. Like I don't want you to do what I'm doing. Do your thing or whatever. So I think, you know what I'm saying? I feel for me, I think that's why me and my boyfriend get along so well. Like everything with us, like when we started dating and stuff, he already had his own stuff going on and everything. I didn't have to take care of him or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? He was already on the shit, even though he's only 26. That's why I
a
said
blessing.
that. Like, right. He's only 26,
Baby, I
but
was struggling.
he takes care of his business and like being with him and stuff, you know what I'm saying? When I fall down, like he picks me up, you know what I'm saying? He looks out, he take care of whatever he needs to take care of. I can't, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. And like for him being so young, you know what I'm saying? It does make me feel good. Like, okay, I know he got my back. If I fall short, he got it, you know?
There's
Which
very
how it
far
should
few in
be.
between. So count your blessings, sister.
Oh.
Yes, Solomon, what's your first date questions?
First date question, first in-person date
Yes.
question. Do you plan on staying in Atlanta?
good one.
Do you have a passport? Where have you been outside of the country? And do you want kids? What is your relationship like with your parents? Are you out to your family members?
That's a good question.
Are you out at work?
That matters too.
Those things are important to me.
I didn't think about that one.
Yeah.
Good one.
And what are your thoughts on PDA, public displays of affection?
That's
I
a
do
good
ask
question,
that.
'cause
Yeah,
I don't-
that's important.
That would be a good topic for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially because if we are now out for the first time, and are you gonna try to hold my hand, or are you gonna flinch if I try to hold your hand?
Right.
Like,
So that'll turn off if they do
what?
for you, like if they flinch, if you try to hold their hand.
Yes.
Okay.
Because what do you mean?
I mean, because you know some
don't want me
people
on
like just okay. So I'm gonna say this. So for certain, I have a friend who actually like him and his boyfriend are together and stuff. But like in the mall and stuff, they don't do that because he says it's for the respect of others.
Fuck them.
I'm not gonna say that. I will say this. I don't be kissing me like we about to fuck.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
In public.
Exactly. And but that's
We talking about holding hands.
Right.
But some people think that's okay.
Because you gotta think about kids, like
Holding
LGBT
hands
I don't
is
think
fine.
straight people should do that either.
Well,
Like
yeah.
holding hands is cool,
None of
but
the kissing
kissing
like
and all
that.
that's too much.
Yeah.
That's too much
I
for
agree.
Now that I agree. But if we're just talking about holding hands,
Yeah, that's
we're
okay.
talking about
Yeah, simple
Okay.
thing.
like, because at the end of the day, we're talking about intimacy. And again, going back to the original question, we're also talking about maturity. And so when we're looking at either whether they're younger or older, are they mature?
Right.
And are they, again, at the level that I'm living? And if I have reached this level of maturity and these are the things that I want for my life and these are the things that I say I want for my life, are you there?
Okay.
Okay, what about you, Devin?
You look like you got something to say, though.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
do
wait.
you-
I'm gonna hold it.
I ask questions, but I kind of just like I'm really good with like not even listening to what you say, but listening to what you say. So like your mannerisms, what you decide to talk about, where you work, what like I'm looking and listening to all those things. How you talk about your family. Are you mentioning your family? Because I'm gonna mention mine at some point throughout the night. I'm gonna mention my siblings, parents, something. So I'm just kind of more so listening to see what you're gonna give me without me prying.
You are definitely
And
a
then
teacher.
after that, then I'm gonna go do my digging. But I feel like you'll tell me everything I need to know. Like our first time, like texting, you'll tell me majority. And then when we sit down face to face, you'll tell me everything I need to know. And then once we get the drinks going, you'll tell me everything I need to know. And sometimes I could be a little wrong, so then I'll dig to get more. But you'll pretty much give me an idea of who you are, where you stand, what you want out of life. And then I go from there.
Okay. Well, for clarification, people out there who could probably read in the comments, I don't ask for questions I would not provide myself.
Right, which is fair. But I assume that, even though you shouldn't assume, but I
I
assume
know,
that
but people
you
don't
wouldn't.
think these people are like, he asked, yes, I will provide documents. I will show my credit score. I will show that. Yes, I will.
So before you jump in those DMs,
Just know that you need to have your FICO Experian ready because he got his ready. Okay.
I would say as long as it's 600. See, I'm very, that's
And I think that's
okay.
Because 6 is tough because you're not gonna get approved for everything with a 6. So I think that's fair.
That's
Yeah,
I think
that's
6
fair.
is the bare. That's the bare minimum.
That's fair. Yeah. Y'all heard that right?
Not five. Not five.
Not 598. Not 599. 600.
And have your documentation ready. All right. So are we gonna ask another question with this one? Or are we
No.
gonna move on to my turn? Okay.
Wait. So I have one last question because you saw my face. So
Yeah, get that one out.
here we go.
Oh God, man.
So, what is the minimum salary requirement for someone to date you seriously?
Oh boy.
Started with you, Devin. This is a good show. We were better with wine.
So I don't. Oh God, this is like so mean. I don't really have like a number that
I need a number.
Oh my god.
I need a number.
I would love for you to be at a good 70 just to be comfortable. I would love. I'm not saying that that's a deal breaker.
And I said 50. This bitch said 70. And y'all think I'm the bullshit one.
It's not a deal breaker.
So
But
no, I need a deal breaker number.
Deal breaker number. This is my honest truth. Deal breaker number. There doesn't have to be a number right now. But what it has to be is that anytime we both want to go on a date, it's not a thing.
Devin, I said a number. I
can't.
need a number.
Because
You said 70 comfortably. I need a number.
I did. Okay, no less than. I'm gonna say no less than 45.
Okay.
No less than 40, and that's just because. as long as you can do what needs to be done, meaning you're planning for the future, maybe you're in school, maybe you're doing whatever, but anytime we want to go out, it's not a thing of I got to always pay or you got to always pay. But the option's there to where, oh, babe, we just went out last weekend. I don't want to hear that shit. Like, if we going out both weekends, we going out both weekends. And if you're paying
and
both
if you
weekends,
can't keep up, you ain't my type of
thank
nigga.
you. So I'm not going to put a number, but I need to see that you can handle your car payment, your car insurance, your rent. You can go out without
But you might can
issues.
handle that, baby. But can you handle extra activities?
You need to
That's the question.
You need to be able to handle everything that can come your way. That's the number.
45.
That's the number.
Where's yours, Solomon?
Honestly, I hadn't thought
Same,
about it.
I never really thought about it.
And so, hold on.
I feel like you're gonna be mean with this one.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm actually thinking. I
Reasonably.
think deal breaker will probably be 50.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all know mine is 50. So,
Alright.
Tay.
That was a nice one. I said 45.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Too
would say
generous.
anywhere like from maybe like 55 to 60
It's the bare minimum.
is the bare minimum.
Oh, child.
God.
He's the highest.
Right, y'all are hard.
But see, my man makes that, so I'm good. Like, he makes above that, so we're good.
No, girl, nobody was for me. Don't feel attacked. It was just
It
a
wasn't a
question.
shady moment.
It
Calm
wasn't a
down,
shady
girls.
moment. Calm down. But let's get to this good old.
All right.
Yeah,
buddy.
so this is another one of, well, every segment's a favorite, and we say that every week, but the whole show is
It
just
says
a
she was
favorite.
saying
It's
it.
just a ball of favorites. So anyway, Rodney, left on red. So this letter comes from, we'll say who it's from at the end. So this letter starts as follows. Hi, Open Relationship Podcast. So I've been with my partner for about a year now, and when we first got together, he couldn't keep his hands off of me. I mean, we were fucking like rabbits. ! Now we have reached our 1 year mark, and the sex and intimacy has slowed down tremendously. Is he no longer attracted to me? Have I worn him out already? What should I do? Signed, a sexually frustrated man.
Damn.
Can I start with, I'm not being harsh, but I don't feel like you've worn him out already. I feel like, I don't feel like you've worn him out already.
I don't know if we have enough information.
But I don't feel like he's worn out either way.
Well, probably not worn out.
Yeah. So we can eliminate that one, again, not being harsh. But I feel like there could be a lot of factors. So you have to think about, like, everybody's sex drive isn't like, no matter what goes on in my life, I can still have A1 sex drive.
Right.
Like, some people really get affected by things that go on in their life, not me. But some people really get affected by things that go on in their life, and it tends to lead to the bedroom.
But I think that was my first question. What's going on in life?
Okay, that's a fair question. Maybe we would need to start there.
How do you feel?
He just said it.
Oh, this you don't hit a one line of what's going on in life?
Like, what's going on in life? Because
What should he do?
well,
It talks to
if
his man.
there's stuff going on,
What does he say?
because I mean, sex isn't really just about penetration. It could also be about intimacy.
Right.
And so if there is a lot of stress going on in the partner's life, then that means that you don't know about it, then the intimacy in your relationship is faltering somewhere. And so if you get to the root of why y'all aren't fucking like rabbits like you used to, then I don't know. Like,
I think
maybe there's no trust. Maybe there's...
It could be something simple as, we were fucking like rabbits because neither of us were in a relationship before where we could wake up every morning or get up in the middle of the night and we're both there. Like, so it could have been like we're taking advantage of having that time, but now that we're used to it, it's just like, oh, okay. Not from experience, but I'm just...
But if you're used to it, then that means that something in there got boring. Something in there...
because you don't want to do it like that anymore.
I would say for me, this person sounds like me. I didn't write it.
So this isn't you.
This isn't me. No shade. But I sympathize. I've been in a relationship with somebody with 2 years at one point, and we have not had sex in like 8 months.
Jesus Christ.
I remember you telling us that.
Yeah, so I already shared it.
Yeah.
Well, just to reiterate.
Well, with the show you hadn't, but with us, yeah.
So for me, it wasn't that I didn't love him. It wasn't like anything was going wrong. We were just really just living our life.
Right,
Like we'll do oral, but as far I don't know if he's talking about oral wise or penetration. I don't know.
Right.
But the penetration aspect, we was not.
So do you think that's good enough?
I think for me, I loved him so much, and I was content.
Okay.
And I don't think content is a bad word. I think I'm happy.
You were satisfied.
Satisfied.
Right.
So sex wasn't, we need to have sex. My thing was like, hey, babe, what we doing this weekend? Are we having, like, we did so much more stuff outside of sex that I really wasn't missing the sex until one day he brought it up, was like, you know, we haven't, as we was doing oral, 69 each, want to know.
Yes.
As we was doing oral, he was like, babe, we have not. And I was like, you're lying. And I had to think about, we haven't. So we had to make a conscious decision, like, remember to have sex. And I don't know if that's bad or good, but
I feel like it's bad. And I'm just going to say, naturally, whether we're gay or not, naturally as men, you're going to just be horny. Like, I mean, women too, but you're going to just be horny, especially in the middle of the night or whenever. Like, you're going to just be horny. So it's like if you have somebody next to you that you love and care about and you know the experience, the sexual experience is good, even if we're not even planning, we could plan to not have sex. But if we both wake up at 3 a.m., there's a good chance that you're going to rub one way wrong. And I'm like,
oral is hell of a drug.
I need penetration.
Oral is hell of a drug.
Oral is, but I need penetration. Like
he didn't notice. Tay.
So I guess I would say, like,
my mom doesn't watch this episode.
In the past, like, I didn't really have like a sex drive. Like I really could care less about like sex. Like for real. Like, and I was like, oh my God, like my partners like want sex stuff. Like I really didn't care if we had sex or not or whatever. And I thought like maybe it was just like it wasn't that I was not sexually attracted to them. It was just like it wasn't like a factor. Like I didn't care. Like I liked them. I like being around them and stuff like that. But we did not have to. I went like 2 years without sex or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? When I tell people, they be like, damn, like it did not bother me. And I don't know if it's just because it wasn't the right person or whatever, but child, nah. Yeah. I think my sex drive is higher than my man's because he be like, say, I need a break. Like,
yes.
But to answer your question, like what you do, you need to talk to your partner. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't just assume because we always assume the worst or whatever. So I feel like
I would bad at all.
Right. So yeah, it may not even be anything bad. Like you just need to talk to your partner. Maybe he could be feeling the same way you're feeling and you not even know.
Y'all can clear this up with one little conversation.
Right. Just talk to him.
Escape said it the best.
What?
Understanding.
Yes.
I knew you were gonna.
What
go that
I need from you is understanding. Tell me on that song.
I do know.
Okay, you guys sing with.
I was waiting for the lead. Y'all back up.
I know that's right.
Okay. You know that's what Candy here.
That's what Candy does.
I wanna be with you.
Baby, Candy just knew she did that.
Speaking of Candy, I know this is off topic, but did y'all see that she said Escape can beat Destiny's Child in the verses?
I did see that.
Girl, she's smoking rocks.
I would say that Escape's got
smoking rocks.
Hold up, Escape's got a lot of hits.
They do, and I love Escape.
They do.
I love Escape.
And Escape wrote for a lot of people,
including them.
Including them.
But baby, the pen y'all might be better with the pen because I just feel like vocally.
I mean, Destiny Child has, like, to me, probably 6 good songs that I like from Destiny Child.
I can agree with that.
But I can name like probably 12, 15 from Escape.
Me too.
Okay.
Like, no shade.
Yeah. So maybe we could just get all the girls here on our show and
yes,
just do it here.
Beyonce, call me.
You call Candy.
Okay.
Why I gotta call Candy?
Because you are Candy.
You are Candy.
But close us out, sis.
Well, thank you all for coming and joining the four of us as we swallow hard topics and spit difference of a.
Baby, I think it's a wine, y'all.
And spit difference of opinions.
Yeah, it's been a great show, y'all.
Yes, cheers.
Episode 4.
Even though I got
You need to fill your glass. You need to put something in your glass.
I know. I say even though I got it in there.